Hey folks, and welcome back to our southern Thailand trip. If you've been following along on our journey here, you'll know that the last episode we landed here on the island of Koh Lanta, and we checked into a resort, not this resort, but a different resort. And, you know, I got to tell you, every once in a while it happens, very, very rarely, that I come across something on my travels that I kind of argue with myself. Should I show this in the video? Should I not show this in the video? And this is one of those times. For me, this is the idyllic accommodation here in Thailand, just the surroundings, the actual room. You'll see, everybody's tastes are different, but for me, this is my favorite one, my best find ever here in Thailand. So let's jump into it. As soon as I showed you around yesterday, we unloaded the truck, we barely got everything in the room, and it started a downpour. So we were basically in for the night. We didn't do anything after that. Didn't go out for dinner, just sat in the room. I had some work to do. V went out a little bit this morning. I was still busy. And then we've come here to the Nakara. Now, in light of that, though, I should mention we've extended our time here on Koh Lanta by a day, because I figure we just kind of take a mulligan for yesterday. We got here late. It rained. We didn't get to see anything or do anything last night, so I think that calls for an extra day. So I booked this today, 1,800 baht. I don't know, maybe call it $70, $60, $70 a night, $65, $70 a night. But we've got a house right on the beach. I'm going to show you around. The house, actually, I'd call it a bungalow. It's bigger than a bungalow. I mean, there's actually technically two beds in here. You got the great big full bed that looks right out to the ocean, right from the beach. We're just steps from the beach here. And then you got a little side like cubbyhole bed off to the one side. And then the room wraps around the bed. There's a whole area behind the bed with shelves and your refrigerator, and that's where the coffee is and all that. And then there's another little room, and then there's an office. Not an office, but there's a room with a desk. And your cabinets are back there and all that. I like that. I can have some privacy. I can have some peace and quiet doing some work back there. And then the bathroom is off of there, and you have the sink and toilet. Then you have a shower compartment. Then you have the bathtub compartment. Technically, it's not 100% easy to see, but technically you could lay in the bath and you have a straight view right out here to the beach. So, and what a beach it is. I mean, it's not I believe this is called Long Beach, by the way, Long Beach. And it's long. It's not that wide, but it's long. It looks like the tide's in. And there's some natural debris out here. There's some washed up driftwood and coconuts and stuff. But I mean, it's just natural, and there's not a soul here. When we checked in, the lobby was empty. The restaurant was empty. It's just very quiet. There was very few cars in the car park. We even have our own little marquee. That's us, 401. And there's our house. We'll be here for 2 nights. We're kind of starting over. We're kind of resetting this Koh Lanta trip. It rained this morning. We just had thunderstorms just an hour ago. I'm hoping we get some decent weather, but the clouds look like they're kind of clearing off here in the distance. So hopefully we'll get some decent weather. I'll unload the bike and we'll go exploring. But I'm excited about this place. We love the little house. We just love the little house. It's beautiful. I could live in that little house right here on the beach. There is a little wall in case the tide comes too high. I noticed that. You can see the sand's all cut away up here. But wow, Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Definitely worth the price of admission. If you can find something this nice right on a beach this nice anywhere in the world for less than $70, let me know. I might go. We're in love with it. So I got to get something to eat. It's 11:30. I've not eaten all day. I'll try the restaurant out here. We'll see what they have. The staff was all very nice. They were training the one girl. I know how that is. But she was doing good. She spoke better English than the girls that were training her. I think. They all spoke Thai. She spoke English. I thought that was nice. Anyway, we're going to enjoy our house and we'll go get something to eat.
Welcome to Nakara Long Beach Resort at Koh Lanta. It's a nice place and beautiful sea. Yeah. Thank you.
So it was lunchtime, and my first food of the day here. V had a breakfast at the previous resort, so she wasn't in an eating mood, but she'll get something later. So well, we both had some drinks, but the menu looked reasonable. A lot of Western offerings, everything 200 to 300 baht, I guess. You got to keep in mind this is resort. Resort prices are generally a little bit higher, but I don't think they were out of line. There's my mango drink. You can see the the mist coming off of it there and the humidity. It's still raining, but it's still barely raining, but it's trying to clear up and be a nice day. The price of the room includes breakfast, so we'll have breakfast there for the next 2 mornings. Tax and everything, I figured out with the exchange rate, it came out to $67. When you figure breakfast is probably valued for 2 people at, say, $10. The room right here on this Paradise Beach for $57. But I got a chicken burger, huge chicken burger for lunch, probably lunch and dinner. Fries, and a mango smoothie, mango shake, whatever. But the beach is even prettier in the sunshine. V's afraid to go in the ocean here. She says the current's strong and it'll suck you out into the out into the ocean. This is the Andaman Sea, I believe. So I don't know. We have bigger waves than that back home where I'm from. I think she's just used to the little small waves in the Gulf. But anyway, I can also see some islands out here that I couldn't see before because when we got here the visibility was real low. And then I'll see about getting the bike off and looking around. I can't wait. I knew I would find something good here at Koh Lanta. I don't know. It's just something told me. But for this arrangement on this beach, I think it's the best thing I've ever found. So I can't imagine better. The island itself, we'll see. I don't know. Very Koh Chang-esque, the roads and so forth. And the size, very big. But there's a lot of stuff to see and do here. I don't know that we'll have time to even scratch the surface, though. So with a full belly, I couldn't wait to get on the bike and check out the surroundings here. We'd have to unload it first. Ample parking at the resort and a huge driveway. Many of the resorts here are the same. They're well off the main road, probably a quarter mile off the main road down a driveway. I'll show you the entrance here. So while I was out for the ride, V decided to wander up the driveway and see what was right outside of our resort. And this is it. Some thatched roof like eateries and stuff like that. So one of them even had bike rentals. There's a couple bikes there for rent. She thought about getting those. There you go. See those 2 white bikes there? So she thought maybe I'll just get something to eat first because she didn't have lunch with me, of course. So this might have been something more to her liking. The menu looked in the 50 to 80 baht range. All Thai food, but I think she could find something here that she would like. And of course, she'll have to go back and... She'll have to go back and investigate it in the kitchen and make sure make sure they're all doing it right. You'll notice that the ladies wearing the hijab. Southern Thailand is there is a big Muslim population in southern Thailand. A lot of the ladies you see will be wearing the hijab. Looks like the bikes are gone. You see, if you see something you would in Thailand, get it right then. So they've already rented the bikes. But anyway, we kind of went our own separate ways here, but we did meet back up on the beach just before sunset for, well, let's just say a kind of a cloudy, murky sunset, but it was a great one anyway. So an early night that last night. We have big plans for this new day. We will not get to all these plans in this new day, but we will get to go down for the breakfast. I woke up bright and early, had some things to finish up on the computer, and I wanted to get breakfast and try that out. They had the fruit, the toast, the coffee, the juice, all that stuff you could help yourself to in a buffet type format here. And then hot food you could order yourself. I ordered a couple eggs, didn't want a whole lot to eat, but I got a couple eggs sunny side up, and I just threw them on a piece of toast. There you go. Now V, she decided to sleep in. Like I said, this would be a busy day, but she would come down later after she woke up. I'll show you what she got. They had Thai food as well. I don't know the extent of what they had or the menu. I just told them I wanted some eggs. V said she wanted some fried rice, and there it came. So I'm not sure what all you could order, but we didn't want a whole lot for breakfast, but the staff was so nice here at this place. While all that was going on, back at the beach house, they're cleaning up the beach this morning. All that natural debris got kind of cleaned up, put in a bin there. There was another guy out making a trench for the water runoff. And then the maid crew came, the housekeeping crew came and started the room. So it's about time for us to hit the road and start our day. I actually went to the wrong place by accident here, but it was a pretty cool place, so we'll take a look at that. But we have our primary destination today we will get to in the next episode. But anyway, here's where I ended up. So the little house on the beach is brilliant. We love everything about it. I can't find fault with anything. You know, even though it's right on the beach, the glass on the glass is very thick, even the door, very big, heavy, thick glass doors. And when that's closed at night, you can barely hear the waves gently lapping the beach, just ever so slightly, but enough to kind of lull you to sleep. But it's not noisy or loud at all. So we come down here. This area is known as Old Town. There's a big pier out here. I'll show you around a little bit. And a brilliant little seafood restaurant right here on the water. But we're going up to a place called Tung Ye Pier. And they have a little bit of an adventure there that we're after. So it's about 9 kilometers from here. Right now we're 14 kilometers from our little beach house on the whole other side of the island. So from here, if we look out this way at the pier, we're looking east, not west, like at our house. We're going to go up here and see what we can find and see if we can go on this adventure. So yeah, it just wouldn't have been right not to show that resort. You know, I would go out to the little deck there and in front of the room and just want to sit down for a couple minutes and relax. I would end up spending an hour out there or two. It was just such a nice place. It was a real island vibe. Pay attention to that. That will be pertinent a couple episodes from now when we're at another island. But at any rate, nice restaurant here too. I wouldn't have minded eating here, but our adventure was quite a distance away. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. Tune in next time to see the rest of this day. But for this episode, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, Bye for now.